If you are looking to teach English in South Korea, you will need an E2 visa. The E2 visa is a visa that is specifically for teaching English. To get the E2 visa, you need to be from one of 7 countries, either Canada, the United States, New Zealand, Australia, South Africa, the UK, or Ireland. And you need to have a completed bachelor's degree. The degree doesn't have to be in teaching or English related, it can be in any field. The process for acquiring an E2 visa is slightly different depending on which South Korean consulate you're applying to. For me personally, I was in a unique situation where I was applying to the Vancouver South Korean consulate, but I have a New Zealand passport, which made getting my documents a little bit more difficult. In this video, I will give a quick run through of which documents I needed and the cost of getting them. So the document that generally takes the longest to get is your criminal check. Fortunately for New Zealanders, it is actually completely free to get your criminal check. You should apply for this just as soon as possible while you're looking for jobs. So this simply involves filling out a form and emailing it to the police department. So I'll put a link in the description which has more details about that. So your police check must be issued within the last 6 months, and it should take about 1 month for you to get once they have received your application. For me, it took exactly 1 month to receive. Because I had been living in Canada while I was applying, I also had to get a criminal check from Canada, which cost me $70 and involved getting my fingerprints taken. It was a lot more complicated than my New Zealand criminal check, but most people won't have to do this. If you're from New Zealand, you obviously don't need that. Next, you will need to get your university degree notarized and apostilled. So to do this, you will have to photocopy it, go to a New Zealand notary. This is not a justice of the peace, it needs to be an official notary. There's a whole list of them, which I'll include in the description. So this cost me $80, but I advise contacting some different notaries because someone was going to charge me, I think, $120, so they can charge whatever price they want. Once you have your criminal check and your university degree, you will need to get these 2 items apostilled. To do this, you fill out a form and send it along with your documents to the government apostilling agency. So this cost me $47 for both documents, and I had to pay $30 extra to get those couriered to my address in Canada. So just to clarify, you will have your original criminal check apostilled and the photocopied notarized version of your university degree. So once you have these 2 documents apostilled, you should definitely be looking for teaching jobs in Korea, whether through a recruiting agency or just online. Once you get offered a job and you sign the contract, you will need to get these documents. You will gather the apostilled criminal check, apostilled and notarized copy of your degree, your resume, a filled out E2 health statement, a photocopy of the information page of your passport, and 5 official passport photos which need to be taken from a professional. Which those cost me $13 from a pharmacy. So you'll need to courier all those documents to your school in Korea once they give you the address. This can be pretty expensive. It cost me $90 and I shipped through FedEx. So once your documents arrive at your school, they will apply for a visa issuance number. You will then take your passport, 1 more passport photo, a visa application form with your visa issuance number on it, and a visa fee of $84 to the Korean embassy. Or you can choose to mail them to the Korean embassy, but you will have to include a self-addressed and postage paid envelope for them to return your passport with. For me, applying at Vancouver, it cost me $30 to have it couriered, and another $13 for a set of passport photos because I didn't have enough from my original set. There is a Korean consulate in Auckland and Wellington, so I'll include links to those for more info. You may also read online that you need a copy of your university transcripts, but this is not the case when applying at the consulate in New Zealand. I didn't know this, and I applied for mine, which cost me $30, which ended up being a complete waste because you don't need it in Vancouver either. So the entire process cost me $487. These costs will definitely vary from person to person, but it's a pretty good estimate. And hopefully this video will be helpful to someone. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in a comment. Okay.